Hi. Do you ever get sick and tired of those scam phone calls, scam messages, and spam, and people claiming to be from the IRS or Social Security?
Team of IRS. I'm calling in reference to your student loan. 这是 DHL 国际快递. You will be taken under custody by the local police.
We sincerely congratulate you on the grand prize winnings of $3.5 million US.
Do you ever get sick and tired of people trying to sell you stuff and waste your time? And you're going to want to hear some of these situations that scammers engage in and what it is that you can do to stop them. First of all, what is it that these scammers are actually trying to get? First of all, phone calls that claim to be from the IRS or the Social Security Department are 100% scams and are just trying to get money out of you. The IRS does not initiate any form of communication through the phone, text messages, emails, social media. You ain't gonna see anything on Facebook. Also, scammers and hackers use legitimate forms to prove to consumers that they are from the IRS when reality hits, they're not. Social Security cards, IRS forms, and sending them through the email to you. Last time I checked, most IRS forms come in the U.S. Postal Service. Best thing to do is if you ever receive a fake IRS message, don't open it up. Don't check it out. The reason is because 9 times out of 10 it contains some form of malware or a virus that'll affect your computer, and it'll cause you to end up calling these people up and waste money to try and fix the problem that they created. So if you receive an email from the IRS or a phone call from the IRS, you can always call your accountant. You can always call your representative, H&R Block, TurboTax, a representative there. Always hang up and call the actual individuals, and you'll get better results. Did you know that if you haven't paid your taxes in a good amount of time, you will still not get a phone call from the IRS? You will first get something in the mail that says that you owe a lot of money. And also, if the IRS shows up at your doorstep, they're going to have 2 forms of identification: a pocket commission and an HSPD 12 card. So what do these scams actually sound like?
This is Jack, and I am calling you from the refunds department.
We are giving you a final courtesy call before we close out your file.
You will be taken under custody by the federal officers.
What is the situation that they're trying to present? First little thing is that they like to send text messages out claiming to be from the FBI and that they're going to arrest you if you don't pay X amount of dollars. If you ever experience a situation like this, then you know it's a scammer, and you're not going to go to jail until you have your day in court. According to a number of articles and websites, these scammers are not from here in the US. They're from other countries, not Washington, D.C. Oh, and the cops? They're not going to call you up to tell you, hey, we're coming to arrest you. Plus, no one from the IRS is going to tell you to transfer money to a gift card.
Card section, electronic card section, and look for it in it. Card called iTunes gift card.
Another example that scammers like to engage in is they like to claim that they're from Microsoft or Windows and that they've been monitoring your computer, and they claim that you have a virus or there's hackers in it when there is no virus and your computer's working perfectly fine. All they want to do is sell you something to get you to buy nothing. And then in that case, you should just hang up and call the correct people. Usually what happens is the scammer will tell you to not turn your phone off because they don't want you to actually call Microsoft or Windows. They try to keep you on the line as much as possible. Another example is if you ever received a call saying that you won a free trip to the Bahamas or Hawaii, or you won $10,000, or we're going to give you $10,000 if you sign up for some other program, which is a scammer just trying to get money out of you. Hello? I won a free trip to the Bahamas? No way. Really? Hey Luna, we're going to the Bahamas. Yeah. Okay, so all I gotta do, sir, is just dial *72. Oh, okay. So just dial *72. Okay. One thing you gotta remember, don't ever dial *72 if someone tells you to do that. The reason is because if you do dial *72, what happens is all your phone calls and all your important messages from, like, I don't know, school, your boss, or your best friends will go to the scammers and not you. So don't dial *72. Can I hear you? Oh. Well, I kinda can hear you. Now? No, I can't hear you. Am I the head of the house? I would think I would be. Hey. Hey, you. You. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. You the head of the house? Yeah, sir. My dog's the head of the house, not me. Okay. Bye-bye. In this case, you don't want to answer yes, because then what it does is it tells the scammers that the phone number that you have works. So don't ever say yes, because then they have a recording of you saying yes. So the best thing to do is to say something like, may I ask who's calling? Never say yes, because then they have a recording of you saying yes, and they can use that against you. It's like they just want to make sure that a human answers the phone. You got that? Well, I hope you got it. Another technique that scammers like to engage in is something called spoofing. It's basically where they take the area code of your phone number and they use that in the number. So when you see the number come up, you think it's a legitimate call because it's something coming within the area. Or they put on the caller ID something like Social Security, IRS, United States, something like that. And 9 times out of 10, that's just a way to get you to answer the phone. So, what are these scammers really trying to get? And what methods are they really trying to use? According to a number of articles, millions of people lose billions of dollars across the US to these so-called scammers. A lot of it has to do with just robocalls, such as robotic voice talking. But keep in mind that not all robocalls are scam related. Some robocalls are important, like for example, your school's closed, your doctor's informing you that your prescription is ready, or jury duty or something like that. Now the method that scammers like to use is a fear-based / excitement-based approach.
Sir, I'm from Social Security. You need to pay the balance, or we're gonna have to arrest you.
What? Or what they do is they try to produce some type of excitement to get you to buy into the scam. For example, you want a trip to the Bahamas, and you're like, wow, no way. That's excitement-based. When it comes down to it, scammers and robocalls are looking for the weak-minded individuals. We're talking people who aren't really up on what's going on. Don't follow the news, elderly people, immigrants from another country who just came here. And scammers are bad people who are just trying to exert fear into people who are weak and old who don't really know what's going on. And so what to do to prevent scams and fake calls, and how do you protect yourself? Well, there's another number of things to do. What you can do is you can answer the phone and then hang up right away. And if it's an important call, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna call you right back right away. For example, say your boss is calling you. You hang up right away and they call you right back because they need you to come back to work. So the other thing you can do is you can actually Google search the number on another device to see if that number is a legitimate caller. And if it is, then you know you have an issue. But if you find out that it's a scam, you can hang up right away. And did you know that your iPhone, your new phones, your iPhone 12s, iPhone 11s, and Androids, they all are equipped with notifiers that can sense when fraudulent calls come in. Even still, a lot of these scammers are sneaky, so what you can do is you can buy third-party apps that can help out even more. For example, there is Numersum, Hindi, Space, Spam, Phone Block, RoboKiller, Truecaller, Umail, Voicemail, Spam Blocker. You can get some Spam Blocker to get rid of that. RoboShield, and there's just a number of apps, and a lot of them are actually free. Plus, and interestingly, you can, if you really want to stop people from selling you stuff, these are legitimate companies that are trying to sell you stuff, there is a way to do it. Every company has to file a FTC, Federal Trade Commission ordinance, and if you register your phone number under that, you can eliminate all sale callers from coming in. And it's real simple to do. With that being said, if you do that, then any call that does come in is in violation of the FTC and is either a scammer. So that's a good way to, eliminate those calls. Another technique you can use to stop callers and scammers is download an app called Mr. Number. This holds a big database of all the numbers that are potential scammers who have already been reported as scammers. Lastly, and I think if this one's important, how do scammers even get your number? Dial random numbers all day.
You know something? Let's try this one.
And if they can get a human to pick up, then I guess it seems to them that they did something good. According to some sources, it seems like once you get one call, if they notice that there's a human there, then you're going to get more calls. Overall, it's important to be on the lookout for scammers from the fake IRS. It's important in this day of age to be able to identify what a scammer is.
Internal Revenue Service, and we are taking a legal action, and we are issuing an arrest warrant on your name.
And what are the methods that they're using to trick people, and what people that they're actually looking for. Plus, it's important to have some type of defense against these methods and hackers and scammers to protect yourself. Remember, if you can look out for scammers and you can protect yourself from scammers and not have to worry about scammers, you can live a more peaceful life, which is a more enjoyable life. And that's what we're trying to do on Jake the Easy Guy. I hope this information helped someone. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel out. Till next time, this is Jake the Easy Guy, trying to make life easy so you can better enjoy your life and make your life easy. So, till next time, take care.